appreciate that you're here. I'm sorry it's so early. I would apologize, but I had to do it when I was here also. Thank you. I'm honored to be here today. I'm honored to be here with these people sitting next to me in this inductee class. I'm so happy to be back at Allegheny. I was here a couple years ago, and it does just bring back those memories, mostly positive ones. And I'm fortunate to have my parents here with me today, my new husband, John. I didn't know if you'd marked the husband part yet. It was very recent, but we got married in August. And my sister and her family and my friends, my closest friends and teammate. Oh, Bob, didn't expect that. Okay. I am not a public speaker. And I will not run. We timed you, John, over 11 minutes. I will. It was a lovely speech. It really was. It really was. No, it was lovely. But I will not near that time. Looking around the room, I do want to thank Coach first, who's here with us today, who's still the coach of the team, for having more faith and trust in me than I usually did on most days. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate all of your efforts and your time and your confidence and your words of wisdom on my good days and my bad. The team, thank you for being here. I'm happy to see you. I can't wait to watch you play later today. I'm not going to give you any words of wisdom. I'm not going to tell too many stories, but I do want to say one of the biggest lessons learned in coming out and I'm over 10 years out already, looking back, is really I was an intense player. I don't know if you've heard stories, but I was an intense player to say the least, some years more than others, but really just to keep perspective on the grand scheme and the big picture, and there's a world outside of that volleyball court and outside of that gym, and I don't have a very magical quote from my parents, but one thing that my mom said that stuck with me, and I warned her I was going to say it, I used to get very upset at my personal performance, and during those intense emotional moments, my mom would look at me and say, Vicki, the people in China don't even know you played. And it sounds silly, but that stuck with me, and I actually still think about that when I get caught in those kind of intense emotions. It just kind of keeps things in perspective, what's most important, not the wins and the records. And for the record, I probably do hold the record for most missed serves as well, so let's just keep that in mind. For as many aces as I had that many missed. What is most important, is the person that you are on and off the court and the relationships that you make. And I have a teammate with me here who was in Hawaii with me for my wedding this summer and my reception in Pittsburgh. I had 4 or 5 other teammates, so those relationships are really what's most important and what you keep with you. My parents, who have been with to almost every game, if not, maybe some of the distance ones you didn't make it to, but mostly every game they drove up from Pittsburgh, and they were here, and they were my #1 fans, and I remember all the way back to high school, you guys sitting in the stands, not next to each other. They couldn't sit next to each other, but they were both cheering, and I heard them. But I'm so grateful. I just went through wedding season, we called it for me, and I've said a lot of thank yous, and I mean them all just as much, but thank you for your love and continued support. I'm not going to go through each person, but I'm so grateful for my friends and family who have been my biggest fans and saw me through the best and the worst of the times. And girls, there are bad days, trust me, and there are just as many good days. I'd love to go through and tell stories. My memory is awful, absolutely awful, and I want to talk about the one girl that I do remember. Record for record, Wittenberg setter, 6'2", left-handed, had everything going for her, right? I don't remember her name, so I can't really tell. What was it? Sarah. Even listening to my introduction, I'm like, really? Wow. All right, cool. I did that. Awesome. I was captain 2 years. Okay. All right. I don't remember those things, but I do have very strong emotional memories. I do, walking on this campus, have those feelings brought back up, and like I said, some good, some bad, but all strong, and all have made me who the person is before you, made me who I am today. So keep that in mind. I'm so honored to be with this inductee class, and I'm so grateful to be here today. So thank you for putting in the time, all of the helpers who made this day happen. I'm looking forward to relaxing the rest of the day and just enjoying campus and my friends and family. So thank you. I'm honored.